What's up, YouTube? Mitch Santona here with a little quarter scale Gort Predator from Neca in your face. Mad props and mad respect for the Sports Wolf 3. Guys, go check him out and sub him. He is the Predator master. He is the Neca master of reviewing. Hands down, nobody's got better NECA reviews than my boy, the Sports Wolf. And he hooked me up with this beast, and I've been waiting, I've been salivating to get this guy out of the box. Now, you'll notice pictures, light switches, you'll notice some computer stuff down there, maybe some tables and chairs. This guy is so far across the table from me, I can't even reach it. So I don't have a wide angle lens. I had to back it off, and I'm doing this on my kitchen table. So excuse the dogs walking by and all that stuff, but let's get this guy out of the box and stop talking. Okay, I lied. I got to show you the back of the box and all the cross cells and what else you can get. And a little bio of this guy here. My dog is lapping up water in the background. And look at that thing, huh? Ooh, wow, I can't wait to get him out of there. He looks scary. Oh boy, this thing is totally full of amazing detail. I am absolutely, utterly, completely blown away at the amount of detail that is put into this thing. Wow. I understand why people like the NECA company completely, because this thing is just totally incredible. This is just a kind of like an overview shot. I'll back it off a little bit here, but we're going to get in close and look at some of this detail because it really is unbelievable. Okay, before we look at that guy, I just want to show you the level of detail, like what I'm saying here. This is just his hand. Now he comes with two replaceable open hands. But just look at this. I'm completely blown away by how awesome their sculpts are. I mean, whoever is doing this is a genius, man. He's an artist, truly an artist, because this is so much detail, so much more detail than I would ever expect out of any toy. And this, to me, is amazing. Looks great. Ooh, wow! Look at this amazing piece of gore that it comes with too. And it's like I said, even in the little nooks and crannies, there's details all over this thing. Every little vertebrae, every little bump and knob and little pieces of guts all over it. This is just absolutely incredible, man. I am totally digging this Predator line. I like this quarter scale stuff. I got a Captain America quarter scale NECA coming, and now I'm super psyched about it because having these things in hand just makes me smile and scared. All right, I'm just going to do one little portion of this thing at a time because it just absolutely needs to be shown off in that fashion because it's just so detailed. Look at the face. Look at the head. Look at this mask. The sculpt. There's all kinds of techie bits. It's battle damaged, and then you can see underneath it. Now this mask doesn't come off, but you can see his flesh underneath it. You know, they even go through. Look at the paint job. It's way underneath that mask. You can almost see him, what he looks like underneath there. They just put so much detail in every little square micron of this thing. I love it. He's got these dreadlocks, and they're a soft rubbery plastic type deal. And he's got articulation in his head as well. It's on a ball joint. It's pretty stiff, but you know, you just got to be careful. He's just a huge figure. It's so cool. He's got a little bone necklace on there. You can see that. Just various little bits of whatever, human, alien, whatever you have there. And then he's got this gigantic, ridiculous cannon on the shoulder here. Sorry for the shaky camera. That's on a bit of a ball joint, so you can move that around. And this strut will move up and down as well. So that's really nice. Very, very like worn and damaged, and I just love the realistic effects of that. And time somebody took to sculpt all that in and then paint it to boot. It's just incredible. Now moving down, he's got this thing. It's on a rope. It's on an actual little piece of rope, and then there's all kinds of different little skeletons and skulls all over it. Just various weird looking creatures. There's actually like a spine on the back if you follow it up here. You see this? He's got like a human spine, it looks like. You know, just wearing that as a little bandolier or something. Some real leathery looking arms there with the speckle. I love that speckle. It looks very organic, very nicely done. And this mesh here is actually a cloth. It's a mesh. It's a netting that he's got on him. So that's very, very cool too. We'll look at his arms here a little bit. This arm has got his blades, which I believe will retract. I haven't pulled them out yet. I'm going to start yanking on stuff here. Yep, they do come out. I'm not going to completely yank them out. But you can see that detail, just the level of detail. Wow. Just wow, man. I mean, how does one do that? That's an amazing skill right there. It just impresses me. Okay, now we'll look at his belt, and not really to focus in on his crotch here, but he does have a lot of detail in that area. Now he's got like a little leather, you know, this is a soft leather. He's got the little hip guards, which is like a harder, and it's supposed to represent like more of a metal look. But this leather piece here is soft and rubbery, so it does look pretty natural. He's got some more netting that comes down, and then they get tied off here at the knees, and then he's got some more worn metal, and there's just like overlays of color on this paint job to give it this weathered, beat up metal look, and it's a gush fest. What am I gonna do about it? It's a gush fest, right? Look at the feet, you know, down to the nails, just all the little speckling, and again, very organic. You can see bones and tendon and stuff. I'm blown away. I'm very impressed. I'm very, very happy to have this figure. It's a very, very nice piece. I know I'm probably missing some details here, and I apologize for that because I'm not the greatest of Predator figure reviewers. I'm not like my boy Sports Wolf. He would know what to say about this type of techie bits here. I don't think these open. I was kind of yanking on this a little bit earlier, but it doesn't seem like it'll open up like in the movie. If it does, I apologize. Mine's very sticky, but I'm not going to try, just in case. I don't want to yank this thing's arm off. All right, I'll run down his articulation, but I don't think I'm going to be moving him around. I'm not going to show it off just because, well, I can only do it with one hand, and he's so big that he's probably going to fall and crash right through my table. He's got a ball joint on his head, so you can move this thing around, and he looks really creepy when he does it. Now, it's hindered a little bit by all the dreadlocks and, you know, the big shoulder pauldron things and the backpack, but you get the picture. It does move around. It does move around very well. His shoulders will kind of come out. They, of course, spin. His arms bend at the elbow. He's got ball joints here on his fists. His waist will spin too. You got to be careful though, because you don't want to grab it and just start twisting with your hand on it, because the netting it seems like it could be fragile. It might tear. He's got upper thigh swivels, plus you can kind of rock his legs out a bit. Of course, he's got bend at the knee, and he's got some ankle movement as well. Again, I'm not going to do it one-handed because he'll probably smash my table up and probably break the camera in my hands. So just to give you a little size comparison, that is a Hot Toys Boba Fett. That's a 6th scale figure, and it's pretty darn big. And just look how big that Predator is, just absolutely towering over him. I'll grab some more comparisons here. Okay, that's a bad comparison because that Walmart Batman is just ridiculously huge. All right, so now we've got Leader Class Revenge of the Fallen Megatron there next to a 6-inch Walmart figure of the Hulk from Avengers, so you can just see how enormous this thing is. So folks, that is going to wrap it up. This thing is absolutely incredible. I got to thank my boy Corey, Sports Wolf 3. If you guys could subscribe to him, that would be fantastic, because this figure is one of the coolest things I have in my collection. Hands down, this thing really is awesome. If you can swing getting one of these things, you will not be disappointed. That is that is a quote right from the Sports Wolf there, and he is 100% right, because this thing is incredible. Thanks again, buddy. Thank you guys for watching this review. Take care, everybody. Good night, and we'll see you on the flip side.